At Tesla, we have made our supercharger system open access. We made our charger technology available for free to the other manufacturers.
Tesla's global supercharging network is the largest fast-charging network in North America.
Tesla's just dropped a bombshell that's got other companies scratching their heads. Elon Musk recently spilled the beans on a brand new supercharger that can power up an electric car in just 1 minute. Think about it. Tesla started with 90 kilowatt chargers back in 2012, and now they're at 250 kilowatts. Pretty impressive, right? But for anyone who's been stuck tapping their foot, waiting for their EV to charge, it's still not quick enough. Well, that frustration might soon be a thing of the past. So, what's the magic behind this super speedy charger? How does it zoom past anything we've seen before? And will leave the rest of the world behind? Come along as we uncover Tesla's latest creation that's about to flip the electric vehicle game upside down. But first, don't miss out. Hit subscribe so you're always the first to catch the hottest tech updates. Tesla's been playing a clever game with the Roadster. First, they rolled it out as a super pricey, limited edition ride. Think exclusive and rare. Then, they shifted gears to a mid-range price with a bit more availability. And now, I'm betting in about 3 to 4 years, we'll see step 3. A lower price and tons of them hitting the streets. Now, let's talk charging. Back in the day, Tesla's fast charger tech started at just 3 to 6 kilowatts. Yep, charging an electric car used to be a real test of patience. Take the Toyota RAV4 EV, for example. It could take a sluggish 8 to 12 hours to fully charge on a standard Level 2 charger. Brutal, right? But everything changed in 2012 when Tesla unleashed their superchargers, pumping out 90 kilowatts of power. Today, Tesla's superchargers are beasts, giving you 170 miles of range in just 30 minutes. Before these game changers, EV drivers were stuck with public chargers topping out at 50 kilowatts. That meant hours of waiting just to get enough juice for a decent trip. Not exactly a match for gas cars. Tesla knew they had to speed things up and make charging as easy as filling up at the pump. That's where Tesla's supercharger network swooped in to save the day. But that's only part of the tale. Back in 2012, everyone thought the superchargers were the ultimate charging champs. Spoiler alert, they were just the beginning. Tesla's now racing to roll out chargers that blow the old superchargers out of the water. And the reason why might just shock you. It all started in California with the first-gen superchargers. Suddenly, EV owners could hit the open road for epic trips without sweating about getting stranded or twiddling their thumbs for hours at a charger. Tesla didn't just make faster chargers, they built a whole web of them. They popped superchargers up along highways and key routes like a grand game of connect the dots, making Tesla the only EV crew promising real-deal long-distance adventures. But those early superchargers, they weren't perfect. Sure, they delivered 90 kilowatts of power, light years ahead of the 12-hour charge slog, but filling up still wasn't as quick as a gas pump. 30 minutes for a solid charge was a massive win, no doubt. Yet Elon Musk knew the job wasn't done. EV drivers had to play it smart, timing their pit stops just right. And if they rolled up to a packed supercharger station, cue the waiting game. Then there was the other hiccup. There just weren't enough stations for everyone. Back then, the network was tiny, starting with a handful of spots in California and a few sprinkled elsewhere. Drivers had to plan their routes like treasure hunters, making sure they wouldn't end up in the middle of nowhere with a dead battery. Tesla was on a mission, quickly spreading their supercharger network far and wide. But in the beginning, hitting the road for a long EV trip felt like rolling the dice. And here's another snag. Those early supercharger stations could handle 2 cars at once, but they had to split the power. If you showed up and someone was already plugged in next to you, your charging speed would slow way down. That drove Tesla owners up the wall, especially at packed stations. The supercharger network was already streets ahead of anything else, but it wasn't flawless. So, in 2016, Tesla pulled a fast one on us with the V2 superchargers, boosting the juice to 150 kilowatts. That gave you about 180 miles of range in 30 minutes. A big step up. Still, most drivers were like, "Cool, but can it go faster?" And those V2 stations? They still had that power-sharing hiccup. When things got busy, charging times were anyone's guess. Just when we thought Tesla had hit their limit, they flipped the script in 2019 with something mind-blowing. Hold tight. We're talking about the V3 superchargers. The V3s cranked things up to 250 kilowatts, making charging crazy fast. A Tesla Model 3 could snag 75 miles of range in just 5 minutes. Best part? No more splitting power. Every car got the full speed it could take. This was a total win for road trippers. Long drives became a breeze, and Tesla drivers could finally stop worrying about their charging neighbor. But wait, there's more. The V3 superchargers didn't just crank up the speed, they tackled another big headache: battery health. Fast charging can heat up EV batteries, and over time, that heat can wear them out. Tesla's fix? A clever trick called en route battery warm-up. As you drive toward a supercharger, your car gets the battery ready by warming it to the perfect temp for a quick charge. This little tweak slashed charging times and kept batteries happier and healthier for the long haul. Even with all that, the V3 wasn't perfect. One big catch? Compatibility. Superchargers were built just for Teslas, leaving other EVs out in the cold. Back when Tesla ruled the long-range EV game, that wasn't an issue. But as more carmakers rolled out their own electric rides, everyone started clamoring for fast chargers that worked for all. Tesla eventually cracked the door open, letting some non-Tesla EVs use a few superchargers, but it was a slow rollout, and most stations stayed Tesla only. Here's another shocker: even at 250 kilowatts, the V3 still couldn't match the zip of a gas station fill-up. Sure, it was blazing fast, but a full charge still took way longer than a quick splash of gas. For daily drivers, no biggie. Most folks juice up at home overnight. But for road trippers or delivery drivers, every minute counts. Then there's the power problem. Experts say those speedy V3s need a ton of electricity, and not every spot can handle it. Tesla had to beef up local power grids, which slowed down their expansion plans a bit. Plus, the network still had some holes. Certain areas were short on superchargers. All these hurdles screamed for something bigger and better: faster charging, wider compatibility, and a perfect fit for the booming EV world. Enter the V4 Supercharger. So, what's the deal with V4? How does it fix what the earlier versions couldn't? Get ready for Tesla's Supercharger, V4 Cabinet. It's about to show the world how fast, smooth, and easy EV charging can really be. Picture this: a cross-country road trip where all you need is some snacks, a buddy's couch to crash on, and no wallet required. Because charging's got you covered. With jaw-dropping speeds of up to 500 kilowatts for electric cars and a whopping 1.2 megawatts for the Tesla Semi, this is hands down the most powerful charger Tesla's ever cooked up. And it's hitting the streets in just a few months. It's built to zap away the biggest EV charging woes, making it quicker, more convenient, and open to way more vehicles than ever before. The real star here? Speed. The V3 Superchargers topped out at 250 kilowatts, but the V4 doubles that to 500 kilowatts for EVs. Tesla's already rolled out a few V4s, but they're still running on V3 setups, so they can't unleash their full potential until the V4 cabinets arrive. Good news, that's expected before the year's out. But hold on to your hats, because the Tesla Semi stats are next-level wild. For the Semi, the V4 pumps out up to 1.2 megawatts, making it one of the fastest chargers on the planet. Long-haul trucking has been stuck on the sidelines of the EV party, mostly because charging those massive batteries took forever. Diesel trucks can refuel in minutes, while electric rigs were stuck with long pit stops. Until now. With 1.2 megawatts, the Tesla Semi can grab a huge range boost in just minutes. This is the freight industry's dream come true. Businesses can switch to electric fleets without losing a beat. But speed's not the only trick up V4's sleeve. Tesla's also spruced up the design with some slick physical upgrades to make charging a breeze for everyone. This thing's a total game-changer. The V4 Supercharger cabinet is making life easier for EV drivers everywhere. First up, it's got a longer charging cable. That might not sound like a big deal, but trust me, it's a game-changer. Older superchargers were built with Tesla cars in mind, so the cables lined up perfectly for them. But as Tesla opened the doors to other EVs, things got tricky. Charging ports on non-Tesla cars aren't always in the same spot. That meant some drivers had to park all wonky, stretch the cable to its breaking point, or even hog extra spaces just to plug in. The V4's longer cable says goodbye to all that hassle. Now every EV can charge comfortably, no awkward parking required. Next, there's a cool upgrade, literally. The V4's got a beefed-up cooling system. Charging pumps out heat, and the faster the charger, the hotter it gets. If things overheat, the charger slows down to protect itself, and that means you're stuck waiting longer. With V4's slick new cooling tech, it keeps humming at top speed without breaking a sweat, even on scorching days or when the station's packed with cars. That means Tesla drivers get the lightning-fast charging they've been dreaming of every single time. These tweaks make the V4 a total win for everyone using it. But hold on, there's more. Tesla's also laying the groundwork for the future. While plug-in charging is still king, Elon Musk has hinted they're cooking up wild stuff like wireless charging and robotic arms that plug in for you. As batteries get smarter and energy tech levels up, the next big thing might not just be faster. It could ditch cables altogether. For now, though, the V4 Supercharger cabinet is the champ. It's the fastest, most powerful, and most welcoming charger ever built, pushing electric vehicles into a whole new gear. The V4 Supercharger cabinet isn't just about crazy speed. It's packed with mind-blowing fixes that'll make you say, "Wow!" Let's dive into one biggie: energy management. Elon Musk made sure the V4 plays nice with all kinds of EVs, not just Teslas. That's awesome. But more cars plugging in means more juice getting sucked from the power grid. So, how does Tesla keep things running smoothly without blackouts or crazy bills? Smart energy tricks, that's how. Older superchargers had a hiccup. If too many cars plugged in at once, the charging speed could crawl. The V4 fixes that with some serious brainpower. It's got a slick new way of juggling energy between stalls. So even when every spot's taken, every car still gets a solid charge without slowing to a snail's pace. That means the whole network's more dependable. No more annoying delays. Speed and welcoming all EVs are huge. But here's another thing to chew on. How green is the power behind these chargers? EVs are all about saving the planet, right? But if they're guzzling electricity from dirty sources like coal, that eco-friendly vibe takes a hit. Tesla's on it with the V4. They're going big on clean energy. Lots of V4 stations come with solar canopies that soak up sunshine and turn it into power right there on the spot. Those solar panels cut down on grid power, making charging greener. Plus, Tesla's tossing in megapack batteries at tons of stations. These giant energy tanks store up extra power when things are quiet and dish it out when the chargers get busy. That keeps the grid happy and handles those wild spikes from super-fast charging without breaking a sweat. The V4 is not just fast, it's smart and eco-friendly too. This setup lets the V4 lean on stored energy to keep everything running like a dream. Mixing solar power with battery storage doesn't just save money, it makes charging more reliable and a whole lot greener. It's a total win for Tesla and every EV driver out there. And if you're wondering why this is a big deal, here's the scoop. The V4 isn't just about piling on miles in record time. It's about tackling the trickiest parts of EV charging, making it simpler, open to more people, and better for the planet. With the V4 Supercharger cabinet, Tesla isn't just building cars anymore, they're leading the charge, pun intended, on charging solutions for everybody. And that sparks a wild thought. If this is what Tesla's up to now, what's coming next? The future of charging is about to get seriously exciting. But hold up, there's one more V4 trick you need to hear about first. Stick around! For years, Tesla's Superchargers had one crowd in mind: Tesla drivers. But today, folks rolling up in electric Fords, Hyundais, Rivians, and other brands want in on fast, reliable charging too. Problem was, Tesla's awesome network, the gold standard, was mostly a no-go for them, leaving non-Tesla drivers pretty annoyed. The V4 changes all that, opening the door wide for everyone without any hassle. We already talked about the longer cable. Super handy. But that's just the start. The real game changer? Pay-and-go integration. For Tesla owners, charging's always been a breeze. Just plug in and you're good. Now, the V4 makes it that easy for everyone else too. No hoops, no fuss, just fast charging for all. For Tesla drivers, charging's always been a breeze. Just plug in. And your Tesla account handles the payment. No card swipes or fuss needed. But for non-Tesla EV drivers, not so smooth. Until lately, if you rolled up in another brand's EV, you had to download the Tesla app, set up an account, and kick off the charge yourself. It was an extra hassle, kind of a buzzkill when all you want is to plug in and go, like at a gas pump. Enter the V4 Supercharger cabinet with a fix that's pure genius, built-in credit card readers and tap-to-pay options. Now, anyone can pull up, swipe or tap their card and start charging. No app, no account, no stress. It's as quick and easy as filling up a gas tank. This little tweak shows Tesla's serious about opening the doors wide. Superchargers aren't just for the Tesla crew anymore. They're for everyone. And that's going to turbocharge EV use across the board. Longer cables mean non-Tesla drivers don't have to wrestle with awkward parking. Tap to pay makes charging a snap, just like gassing up. Smarter power sharing keeps things speedy even when it's busy. And Tesla's big bet on solar panels and battery storage ensures the energy's as green as can be. The V4 Supercharger cabinet is a massive leap forward worldwide. But it's not as simple as popping in new chargers and calling it a day. Upgrading to V4s comes with some real challenges. These powerhouses need a ton of juice, so every new spot has to be carefully figured out. It's not just about swapping old for new. There's a whole tangle of infrastructure puzzles, tech limits, and real-world headaches Tesla has to tackle to make this network live up to its epic promise. Here's the deal. Faster charging with the V4 Supercharger cabinet is awesome, but it's a power-hungry beast. The V3 tops out at 250 kilowatts per car, but the V4? It's doubling that for regular EVs and cranking up to a mind-blowing 1.2 megawatts for Tesla semi-trucks. That's a huge leap in energy use, and it's got people wondering, can the power grid keep up? Most cities and highways weren't designed for this kind of juice. A couple of cars charging at a V4 station? No sweat. But picture dozens of them plugged in at once, all guzzling electricity like there's no tomorrow. If the grid's not ready, you might see flickering lights, slower charging, or, in a worst-case scenario, local blackouts. And it's not just a tech headache, it's a money one, too. Beefing up the power system to handle these speedy chargers costs a pretty penny, and someone's got to foot the bill. Tesla's teaming up with governments and power companies to make it happen. But in some places, getting the green light for these high-powered stations is a slow, tangled mess. Here's another thing to chew on. Faster charging is cool, but will it hit your wallet harder? As V4s roll out, everyone's wondering what the price tag will look like. Tesla's always kept supercharger costs pretty wallet-friendly, often cheaper than other fast chargers out there. But lightning fast charging needs beefier gear, better cooling, and bigger energy deals, all of which rack up expenses. So far, Tesla's kept prices in check with tricks like adjusting rates based on demand and using their own energy storage. But as V4s pop up everywhere, they'll need to juggle keeping it affordable while covering the rising costs of this high-speed setup. Some experts say the fix might be simple. The more Tesla taps into its own power, like solar and batteries, instead of leaning on the grid, the more they can keep prices steady and under control. Faster V4 chargers are awesome, but Tesla's got to make sure there are enough of them. With more EVs on the road, everyone's clamoring for spots to plug in. It's not just about building more stations, it's about putting them where drivers need them most. Some areas still don't have enough superchargers, so wait times can stack up, especially during busy travel times. The good news? V4s charge so fast, like minutes instead of 30, that lines should shrink naturally. Tesla's also rolling out smart tech to help. Real-time updates show you how busy a station is and point you to the quickest options. So, what's next after 500 kilowatts? Yep, charging could get even speedier, and soon. The trick is in the batteries. Today's lithium-ion ones can only handle so much power before they overheat. But new solid-state batteries, lighter, safer, and faster, could soak up a full charge in just minutes. If Tesla nails making tons of them, we're talking gas station fast charging. They're also playing with wireless charging. Imagine pulling into a station, parking over a pad, and boom! Your car's juicing up without a cable in sight. Wireless charging isn't new, but making it fast is tough. Tesla's working on a high-power version that could ditch cables entirely. Just park and charge. They're also exploring robotic arms that plug in your car for you, perfect for their self-driving robotaxi dreams. Tesla doesn't just tweak things, they reinvent them, and the V4 is proof. But Tesla's not alone. Other companies are racing to build super-fast chargers too. Some aim to top Tesla's 500 kilowatts, while others try wild ideas like wireless power or battery swapping, all to make EV charging as quick as a gas stop. Networks like Electrify America, Ionity, and EVgo, plus car makers like Porsche and Lucid, are stepping up with their own speedy solutions. In North America, Electrify America's a big player. Born from Volkswagen's emissions settlement, it's grown fast and now has thousands of chargers across the U.S. Their latest hyper-fast ones hit 350 kilowatts, making them the quickest non-Tesla option out there. Electrify America's 350 kilowatt chargers are strong, but they don't quite hit Tesla's 500 kilowatt V4 mark. It's not just about power, though. Tesla wins big on reliability. Electrify America drivers sometimes find their fast chargers slowed down by power sharing, buggy software, or broken gear. Tesla, it's plug in, charge fast, and go, no hiccups. But Electrify America has a trick up its sleeve. It's open to all EVs from day one. No adapters or special sign-ups needed. Rivians, Fords, Hyundais, you name it, they're welcome. Tesla's only just started letting non-Teslas in. The catch for Electrify America? It's got to fix those reliability woes. Speed's useless if the charger's flaky. Over in Europe, Ionity's the big rival to Tesla. Backed by BMW, Mercedes, Ford, VW, and Hyundai, it's a team effort built to give drivers a Tesla-free option. Its latest chargers also hit 350 kilowatts. But like Electrify America, real-world results vary. Cars like the Porsche Taycan can max out the speed thanks to their special 800-volt setup, while others are held back by their batteries. Ionity nails it with smart station placement. Tons of chargers line Europe's big highways, perfect for road trips. Still, Tesla's ahead with more spots and rock-solid reliability. Now, let's zoom to the Porsche Taycan. It's a champ with its 800-volt system, unlike the usual 400-volt setups. That means it can charge at 270 kilowatts, jumping from 10% to 80% in just 18 minutes. Lucid Motors takes it further with the Lucid Air's 900-volt system, hitting over 300 kilowatts, one of the fastest charging EVs out there. Tesla's sticking to 400 volts for now, but tweaks its batteries and cooling to keep up the speed. Word is, they might go 800 volts later, but they're crushing it with what they've got. Then there's NIO from China, shaking things up with battery swapping. Instead of waiting to charge, you roll into a station, and in 3 to 5 minutes, a robot swaps your empty battery for a full one. Boom! You're back on the road. NIO's battery swapping ditches charging weights entirely. You swap a dead battery for a full one in 3 to 5 minutes. But there's a hitch. It only works if all cars use the same battery type, so it's not super flexible. It's a hit in China with over 2,000 stations, but going global's tricky since most car makers are all about faster charging instead. Tesla's V4 Supercharger still rules with its 500 kilowatt speed. Thanks for hanging out. Can anyone top Tesla's V4? Tell us what you think in the comments. Liked this? Hit like, share, and subscribe. Check out more videos on your screen.